Hi everyone, Esther here from Seeing in the Dark. So I've been asked by my guides now to start filming trance sessions, and what that actually means is, if you don't know, that a guide comes and sort of blends their energy with mine, and then they transmit words of wisdom or whatever it is that they wish to say through me. So I will sit here with my eyes closed and allow my trance guide, who used to be a doctor, I believe, in life, that's what he's told me. I'll give more information underneath the video in the comments. So his name is Dr. Augusto. So I'm just gonna go into the trance state. Excuse me, have some water first, I think. And then we'll just see what happens. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yes. So this channel, this vessel, has suggested that maybe I talk about what is happening in July of this year, 2025. And it's a very fast moving energy. It's difficult to predict for that reason. So it's a hard one to start with. But as that has been the request of the channel, then I shall talk about what I perceive is happening. In many ways, anything can happen. Anything could happen. And actually, I really want to talk about the human journey, the pathway that every single soul on this planet takes. And you know, there is one path, and yet there are 8 billion ways currently to walk that path. And we all must do our best to find our own way forward. What I have noticed looking and tuning into the vibration of this planet Earth is that there was much more fear than there is now. As many other channels have transmitted, there is much light that has come onto this planet in recent weeks, months, and years, particularly since the turning point of 2012, on the 21st of December, where every single sentient being on this planet was touched in the heart center, in the heart chakra, by Source. And this has galvanized the ascension process. What is the ascension process? The ascension process is a rise in consciousness, an understanding that when we are in the spirit world, the other worlds, we are one in spirit. Yes, we are individuated, but we are one. There is harmony and bliss there. maybe it has got a little bit boring there and we want to experience something else. And then we choose to come and experience other realities. And this, everyone listening to this will have chosen to experience the physical density on planet Earth and be in a body. This is a highly prized experience in all the universes, for it is an adventure, and only the most adventurous and beautiful, forward-thinking, forward-moving souls would volunteer for such a mission where anything can happen, and they will go through veils of separation and come into a body, a helpless body where they are completely reliant on others to care for them, to nurture them, and to raise them up into maturity and adulthood. Yes, and before you come and you decide this, you decide who you will be with, who your parents are, who will be in your extended family, and they have also decided, and there are many lessons that you have chosen to learn here. And I'm sure that most of you listening to this is no news. You know this already. Yes, but it's such an adventure, such a roller coaster to understand as your consciousness rises that you actually have the power and the control to direct your life within certain limits, because of course there are physical limits here. Spiritually there are no limits, but you have a limited instrument through which to experience things, life, events and experiences. So what I say to you is, you are brave souls, you are courageous souls, and what has happened on this planet is there has been a mass disempowerment. This is true, a mass disempowerment through your programs, through your learning, through your programming and your learning, and you grow up learning certain things, being institutionalized in many ways. There is this that happens, and this is what you feel is normal. And then as you expand and grow and learn, and always is a kernel within you that knows the truth of who you really are, the truth of your intergalacticness, the truth of your interdimensionality, the truth of the connection. And so what happens is most people get lost. Most people have adverse experiences so that they can learn. Really, it is about the law of opposites. They learn. So if you wanted to learn about becoming confident, for example, you might choose a set of circumstances to be born in where your self-esteem, your self-worth is minimized, minimal. Perhaps you are put down, perhaps you are suppressed, and to gain that confidence, that self-worth that you have come here to expand within yourself, you need to work through all these lessons until you come out the other side, really, I guess, through the dark tunnel into the light. And then you really learn, you really know in your body as well as your heart, as well as your soul, what that really means. And through that there is learnings, and really you learn what that kernel of truth inside always knew. We are all one. And that is what I mean when I talk about ascension. For it is that learning, that conscious learning in this physical dense body, which you already knew before you came here. And yet there is comparison then and contrast. Yes. So I feel for July will be also an acceleration of what has been happening. We are accelerating on planet Earth. All beings are being brought more and more opportunities to learn that central truth, ultimately that we are all one. It is not about the other person, it is about empowering ourselves. For in this programming I referred to earlier, you give your power away because that is what you have been taught, always looking outside yourself to the others, to the other. He must do this, she must do this, I need help, I must get this from outside. And to some extent, that is true, but the main journey is to go within and start to know that no matter what the others do, it is about you, your part in that. This is where your power lies. This is what you can do for yourself. And I can give you examples of that. So, for example, if you're in a relationship with someone and they want you to take care of them all the time, and you're constantly caretaking, but you're starting to get drained because you're not getting anything anymore. Perhaps once you did get something from this patterning, from this way of being, but now you want to change it. It is counterproductive to point at the other person and want them to change their behaviour. They may not, but that is not the point. The point is you must look at your part in that dynamic and decide, put some boundaries in, decide how to change that, and you must to follow through then in that behaviour. Change your behaviour, empower yourself. Do not put up with being less than or being told you are less than, for you are not. You are a strong, courageous, adventurous soul who has chosen to come to Earth. Thank you. Many blessings.